So today we're using Lady Yarn Muffin in the white, and it says made in Turkey, 100% acrylic, 100 grams, 300 meters. Some washing instructions there, and it calls for 3mm knitting needles. It doesn't give a hook size, and it gives a gauge, but I'm just going to go with the 3.5 for a small preemie size. And you're going to need your darning needle, your hook and your scissors. I'll just pop them to one side. To start, I will make my magic hoop, my hoop in the middle ring, which is 4 single crochets, slip stitch into the first, pull through, chain 2. Chain 2 is the first of my next round double crochet, and we're going to make sure that you go into the ring. So you'll see that there, that's not the ring, it's in the very, very center, and it'll loosen up as we go along. And we're going to, when we get round, we're going to crochet over our yarn ends so that I can cinch it up at the end. So that's 2, I'm going to do 12. 3, 4, 5, 11, 12. Just going to pop that out of the way, and I have, you can pull it tight and sew it in. I'll wait till the end to do that. So I'm just going to join at the top of this first one, which is the second chain, and slip stitch to close. I'm going to chain 2, which will be the first of my next. In fact, I'm going to chain 3. That's the first of my double crochet for the next round. And in this round, I'm going to double up in every chain, so we'll have 24 at the end. It's an increase. So that's 2. But any white double crochet yarn will be all right for this, because I don't really like this one. So I hope yours is better. I'm going to get a better one for next time, I think, because I'm not happy with this. It's very, very, very splitty. 4, 5, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 24, which brings us back to where we started. I'm just going to the top. Remember the 3 that we chained at the beginning? So in the third one, I'm just going to pop a slip stitch in there, pull through 1, pull through 2, and that's the join. So now I'm going to chain 3 again. So that's the first one of my next row. And we're going to double crochet 2 separate. So that's 1. That's going to leave a gap though, isn't it? And 2. And then we're going to increase in the next one, which is 2 in the next one. So 2 in the next one, 1 in the next one, and 2 in the next one. Just make sure you've got, so that's casts 1, 2, 1, 2, 1 and 2, so back at the 1 and then 2, 1, and 1 in the last one, and then we'll skip over to the very top of that top of the 3 to join together and chain 3, we should have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 35. So now I'm going to double crochet 2, and increase in the next one, double crochet 2 and increase, which is 2 in the next one. Okay. 2 and an increase, which is 2 in the next. Two separate double crochets and an increase, which is 2 in the next. Double crochet, a double crochet and 2 in the same one, double crochet, a double crochet in the next one and 2 in the next. We'll do that all the way around. Meet you at the end of this row. So we've come round, we've got 46 double crochet including our turning chain, and because it's the first size, which is preemie size, I'm going to stop there. Now for every size you would go up another row. So for newborn I would do 5 rows, a newborn to 6 months I would do 3 to 6 months I'll do 6 rows and go on like that. And also I would go up a size in my needle as well, in my hook. So right, so we're going on to our bonnets part now. So I'm going to chain 2, no, I'm going to chain 3 into the third one along. I'm going to do my cluster shell, which consists of yarn over 2 double crochet in the same one, chain 1 and 2 double crochet all in the same chain space, and that's classed as my shell. Then I'm going to miss 2, and on the third one I'm just going to double crochet into that. Then I'm going to miss 2, and then I'm going to put the shell motif in that one. So it's 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet into the same gap. Then I'm going to miss 2 and double crochet into that third one. I'm going to miss 2 and double crochet the shell motif into that one. So it's 1, 2, chain 1, 1, 2, double crochet. I'm going to miss 2, going to double crochet into the third one, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to miss 2 and do our shell motif into that, which is 2 double crochet, chain 1 and 2 double crochet. We're going to miss 2, double crochet into the third one along, miss 2 and then double crochet at the start of our shell, 1, 2, chain 1 and 1, 2. The shell and the double crochet form the pattern for the rest of the row, so just carry on going until you get round to the other side and we'll see what's next. Miss 2 and shell, going to miss that last one and we're going to do our last double crochet into there. So that's miss 2 and then hit the same one. So that's going to be where our hat splits at the back of the head. We're not going to join it. We're going to chain 2 and turn. So this is the inside of our hat. And keep it down. I'm just going to unroll some white and turn. So you've got your work set out in front of you, the row, working from the inside out. You can turn it if you want, but I just prefer to leave it. And then we're going to aim, so we've chained our 1, 2, 3, and we're going to aim for that gap in between, you know, the chain space in between of our cluster, and we're going to put another cluster, same, exactly the same. So it's a double crochet, chain 1 and double crochet times 2. Now we've come to our post, which was our double crochet, so we want it so that our ridge is on the outside. So we're going to do a front post back double crochet, and then we'll carry on into our shell. So I'll go back because I've just thought maybe people don't know what a back post double crochet is. So a back post double crochet is where you yarn over, and instead of going into that gap or that gap, you go around. You come from the front to the back and go around your post, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 1. And then we'll go on for our next gap, which is the top of your cluster, and we're putting another cluster. So it's 2 double crochet, chain 1 and 2 double crochet. You can always slow down the video as well, and then we're going to, it's all going to be the same post. So if you're on the back row, the whole row is going to be back row. So you're coming from the back of your work to the front, around the post, picking up your yarn and pulling it through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 1, and straight into the top of our next cluster with a cluster. And now you just want to relax your hands because you want it to be nice and loose. We don't want it to be too, not your tension, you don't want it to be too tight. And I find sometimes if you're not panicky, but you know, you're just a bit tense, it ends up too tight. So we've moved to a post again. I'm going to go around the post, through the post, over and up, and then into your next cluster, chain space, chain one, and into the cluster again with another cluster, and then we're going straight into our back post double crochet. So it's under, through, back, pull up 2. Same again, we're going to go into our next chain space. See how it keeps knotting up? Oh no, please don't do this to me. You can get some lovely white baby yarn. It's got glittery bits in as well. Oh, so cute. Right, so we're going into the next space, your chain space, with your cluster. Chain one. And we've come to the end of our row. So that was the post that we made with the chains, and just on the end of your cluster there. So we're just going to double crochet into the very top, just in that corner, and we're going to chain 3, turn. I'm going to turn the work all in the right way now. I'm going to keep it this way, and into that chain again in between your cluster with another cluster, chain 1 and 2 double crochets. Now we're at the post and we're going to do a front post. So it's yarn over, yarn from the front to the back to the front, yarn over, pull through 2 and pull through 2. Then we're going into the top of your cluster with 2 double crochet, chain 1 and 2 double crochet, and then we're going to do a front post double crochet. So it's a yarn over, you put your hook from the back to the front, yarn over, pull it through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 1, and that is the row of the third row of pattern. So I'm going to do this row and 2 more rows, and I will meet you back then. I'm starting to get the shape of it now. 3 and turn. I've ended up just turning my bonnet inside out every time, or outside in, every time I turn the row. So I'm going to do another row like this. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm going to do 6 rows altogether. So this just starting on number 5. So I'll meet you at the end of row. This is row 5. So we're just coming up to the end of row 5, and for our last row of the bonnet section, the pattern section, it's just slightly different. So we're coming to the end of the rows normal, yarn over and double crochet. We're going to chain 3 and we're going into the top of our design as normal, our motif, but this time we're not going to chain 1 in the middle. we're just going to make it the full fan shape chain. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, oops, and straight into the back post, double crochet, and 5 again, double crochet. So it makes like a little fan pattern. 2, 3, 4, 5, and into your your back post, double crochet, and 5. So we're going to do that all the way along this row. We're nearly at the end. If you're crocheting along with me, well done. They don't take long at all, and they're so pretty in all different colours. 2, 3, 4, 5. On doing your 5 and your 1 post for the end of this row, and I will meet you at the other side. 5 and double crochet into the end. So that's the body of our bonnet done. Don't forget, this is the preemie size. So now we're going to make straight on to making the little straps. I'm going to do 45 chains. 45. I think 45 is long enough for the baby preemie size. So I'm just going to turn. I'll do another one for the end, pull it quite tight, and then I'm going to slip stitch all the way back down the chain. So you pop it into the, not the first chain but the second, pop it in, yarn over and pull through 2, and pull nice and tight, yarn over, pull through 2. So insert through the chain, yarn over, pull through 2. So I'm going to do that all the way back to we get to the body of the bonnet again, and just makes a tiny little beautiful little straps, fastening straps. I'll meet you back when we get to the bonnet. So that's the lovely little strap there for the bow, and now we're just going to join where we started. Well, we finished. We're flipping our work. So this is the back of the bonnet. So that's the back of the head. Oh, can you imagine the little hair with the little tufts? Anyway, so that's the back. So we're just going to single crochet now, up and down, so it's neating off the edge of the V at the back of the bonnet. So we're just going to pop your yarn in, yarn over, and pull through, and just finding anywhere that looks nice and easy to fit your hook through, and we're just going to single crochet just to neaten off this very bottom edge of the bonnet. So not too many stitches in, not too little. It's like Goldilocks style. Just right. But yeah, if you make too many, it'll be too wavy. If you make too little, it'll be too tight and probably roll up at the sides. So we're just going to pop one either side of your V at the back, and then carry on. And your hook will find a way. It's just these bits that get twisted up, so just pick one of them out. So that makes the world of difference. So as we're coming up to what would have been our last chain at this end, so to match the opposite end, so it's the end of your petals. So here we're just going to do the same thing again. So it's chain 45. 44, 45, 46 is your turning one. We want to pull tight as we can, turn, pop your slip knot, pull through, and then just slip stitch all the way back down the chain. Here we are, down at the back. So just find the last couple of stitches to pop in, slip, and then that is us. I'm going to pull through there. So this is the, pop it on the inside. Just going to hide in my ends, so we're going to go up the way, find a little pathway to hide our ends as far as you can. Then I'm going to go down the opposite side, just where we can find somewhere to hide the ends, and then back across here. So about 3 times if you've got long enough, just to make sure that the ends are well and truly hidden. And then you go to your center, and if you haven't already, just pull to close the little hole that we made. And go around a couple of stitches, and then not the first 2 but maybe the second 3, 4 and 5. Pull nice and tight and snip off, and that is the baby bonnet in the small size. So you'd be surprised how big babies' heads are, even if you think that's tiny. So there we go. Thank you very much for watching. Would you like to subscribe? And if you just want to buy this rather than making it yourself, I do have the finished items on my Etsy shop, and I will leave the link below. But there we go. Tiny baby hat. I'll see you in the next one.